Perfect. Hello, everyone. Good evening, good afternoon. Hope everybody is doing okay on this wonderful Monday. Alex here, as always, host for the Phoenix Holdings, and we have quite the interesting product for you guys tonight. I'll let the people from Sleep introduce themselves. You guys have the floor. Give us a small intro.
All right, so I'm Murad, part of the core team of the Sleep ecosystem, and we with my partner Brent, which is like we're both the co-founders of this. Like we had the first like, idea on like December 2021, and we try like to get it up to reality, and we've seen that uh, we managed to get the trend that is going on right now like way before everyone. So we had the time to get this product done, and yeah, like we're super happy to be here. I'm gonna let my partner Brent like introduce himself.
Hey everyone, so I'm Brent. I'm also the co-founder of Sleep Ecosystem. Yeah, we basically had this idea a few months back, and a lot of you may be asking themselves, what is Sleep Ecosystem? So I would answer very simply that Sleep Ecosystem um, is the first protocol that allows you to earn while sleeping while also having a working product. But we don't stop here. So Sleep Ecosystem is composed of multiple facets. First one being the DeFi facet, which encompasses the Sleep to Earn protocol, staking protocol, and everyone revolving around DeFi. Second aspect is our metaverse land distribution game, Sleepverse, where everyone will be able to build um, wellness being related real estate and interact with other people in the community. And third one is a non-custodian wallet that will be accessible on our app uh, with all the functionalities that we know are important for crypto app to be really um, complete and valuable for users.
Yeah. So our ecosystem like is based on the app that is available on the Web3. As you can see, like already on our website, the beta app is ready. Like we focused a lot on the user interface and to get it the more user friendly as possible. It's also composed of mobile app that will be available on iOS and Android that is composed not only of sensory sleep tracker that will track your sleep and gets you reward for it if you are staking our token. And as said, my partner, an non-custodian wallet in which you'll be able to track like all your DeFi assets and as well as your NFT.
Interesting. Okay, so definitely thanks for that. It kind of brings a bit more, let's say, light into my head because, as I've mentioned, I've been trying to go through your white paper, trying to basically understand the concept. So definitely, you guys are not strictly relating to one utility. You want to combine let's say, multiple variables here. Before we go ahead and talk a bit about each and every one of your features and how you plan on making them work for your investors, can you kind of tell me how did you get to this point with the idea? I mean, let's take it a bit from the beginning. I'm assuming you guys both of you have pretty much sufficient experience within crypto, but what came to your mind in order to develop this project? Given the fact, I mean, was it strictly on the let's say current cycle where projects are trying to X to earn a domain?
So basically, like, let's get us back to December 2021. Like, in December 2021, like, you've seen that a lot of play to earn games tried to come up in the market, right? And it was basically most of them, like, were strictly, like, coming on the really like play to earn market, like the some games. And we like asked ourselves, like, can we do it with something that we do on a daily basis, like I don't know, like as you've seen right now with the step to earn process and all that stuff. But at this point, like in December 2021, like this wasn't as big as it is right now. So we were asking ourselves, what can we do that is in the X to earn model, but that is not in the gaming side? And we like managed to get the idea of the sleep to earn. And we were thinking about it like for about like I guess like more than 1 month, and then we came out with how we're gonna do it and how we're gonna make it work for the community to get it sustainable on a long-term basis. So yeah, this is how like basically we got the idea of the sleep tournament.
And also, I would like to rebound on something. You said you asked if we're interested in X's and following the trend. I don't think that's what we try to do at all. To be honest, uh, none of us really cared about what is the trend or whatever. We've been working on these projects for months. As you can see, we have working products which can be done in a couple weeks or a couple months. It needs to be done over time. The reality is that we identify the real problem in the community, which is lack of sleep within the crypto community, lack of quality projects within the BSC, and we try to solve all these problems combining one project that would be a quality one and that would improve people's life and people's well-being at the same time.
Aw- Awesome, definitely. Well, yeah, but basically by stating the fact that you guys have been working on this project for some time, you kind of answered my you're not relying on the current cycle. And again, I'm not saying this is the current cycle. Who knows? Within the space, everything goes as long as it has a bit of utility. Now, what's interesting is that you guys are not focusing on one utility. You actually brought a lot of variables onto the table. Um, Before we dive into your ecosystem, because basically that's what you guys are trying to build. In terms of your roadmap of your current roadmap stage, um, where would you guys say you are right now in terms of that, and what should we expect within short term? Um, to define short term, I don't know, maybe let's say a week or maybe 2 weeks, something like that.
Yeah. So basically, as you've seen on our roadmap, like there's like three different phases. Like the first phase would be the pre-launch phase, right? The second phase is the like post-launch phase, and the third phase is like really the mainstream adoption. So before coming on, like we could have launched this project like 1 or 2 months ago, like everyone does. Like they have an idea and they launch their token. But this is not our vision. Like we try to get the most like working product as we can. So you can expect definitely like in the next like as long as we launch, like you'll have the DApp that will be like launched like 24, 48 hours right after launch. Then like maybe let's say like 4 or 5 days later or 1 week later, we launch our like app on the app store because it's ready right now. We just need to launch it. Yeah, this is like the two base things that you need to that we like that you need to know about like our current stage of development. So like the main idea is ready, like the app, and yeah, this is like what's gonna be launched in the next like 1 to 2 weeks, and then like our metaverse will be ready like around like as well like 1 week later after we launch the app or 2 weeks later. So you like it's the alpha version, so you all guys be able like people that owns one of our NFTs like after we mint them will be able to enter our metaverse and interact with each other in the different features we have on the Sleepverse. So on the Sleepverse, as you know, like there's different like um, different features as a university where we're gonna give like take the best cryptocurrency experts to explain like to people how to invest in projects, how not to get like scammed, and like how to get like the best of each network. But not like stop the university to that. Like we have also like different subjects that would be taken into account on this side. We also have like a podcast stadium in which like our sleepy rabbits, which are like the digital identities of our sleepers, in which like we have like um, like for example like soccer games, as well as football games, cricket games, all of that like um, commentated by an expert on this side. Like we try to get some hype on that by bringing some legendary players to come and talk about like the community's favorite like sport. And like we have way more coming. I just want not to like explain all the project right now. I'm sure you have like so many questions for us.
For sure, for sure. First of all, thank you for the comments. It definitely, as I've said before, I keep writing down some questions, and you keep answering them with your comments. So thank you for that, for your extensive way of introducing the project and talking about it. Surely, I mean, I think in the end, the sleepers as an ecosystem is definitely a cool concept. I was looking at some of the ideas that you brought over within the roadmap. But again, I don't want to sit here and read from your roadmap as much as I like how it's being because it's definitely an interesting subject for me. Yeah, as a comment, I had huge sleep issues within my 20s probably, but not to digress. Let's dive into your to your utilities. Give us a bit more about the features that you're gonna bring over with this project, and how is it built. Um, I mean, as much as you can tell about its idea, sleep to get rewarded. How will that actually work for the common investor?
Yeah, great question. So I think someone who's sleep deprived or is having sleep issues is the clear type of customer we're targeting, because our protocol is rewarding people for number of hours slept, and that is done using the sleep tracker that is incorporated within our mobile app. We will talk about the process a little more once we get the full patent for um, for the intellectual property that's behind the sleep tracker. But basically, what you do is that you hold sleep tokens. You sleep for some hours. The sleep tracker detects how much you've slept, adds new tokens to your wallet, and every sleep holder is getting BUSD rewards. So you basically earn double rewards with sleep and BUSD, which makes you earn more um, by holding more simply. And on the other hand, you can always stake the tokens you have to enhance your rewards even more.
Yeah, so basically how does it work? Like there's three steps. Like basically what you do, you get the sleep tokens, right? Then you stake them. Then you download the app, and then like you track your sleep, and you get rewarded for your sleep. And the more you stake, the more you stake tokens, the more rewards you're gonna get for your sleep. So that's basically the idea behind it.
Okay, okay, definitely pretty straightforward when it comes to that. So the core utility, if I may, correct me if I'm wrong, would be the reward based on how much a user based on the tracker, of course, would sleep. That will be your core and ready on launch feature. Is that correct?
That's correct. Like that's completely correct. We have like two phases, two sections on the ecosystem. First phase is the DeFi sleep to earn phase. Like will be like the core feature of that is the sleep to earn, combined like as well to a non-custodian wallet. Like this is a side feature that we have on the app. And the other side is the metaverse, like the sleepverse, which is like focused on the well-being centers and all that. So this as well is ready. Like I can also like send you some videos of the of the of the land. Like I can send it to like right now, and I'm sure like that the community would love me to share my screen like at some point in this AMA, just to show like our working products, our app, our website, our land, and everything we're talking about right now. Because we're like everything we say, like we like the vision behind the team is not to promise something that we can't do. Like we are a legit team that is focused on bringing security and um, fulfilling promises that we do. So everything that we say, like everything that we talk about right now, is only products that we have ready to launch. So when you say like everything that you read on the white paper, that's ready to launch. Anything like we haven't like given like a long roadmap of what's gonna happen in 1 year or something. Like on like what you see on the white paper is what's ready to launch like in the next weeks before the after the launch, because you know that like we can't like do all the announcement at once because it's gonna kill the hype. So like we'll do like every 3 4 days one feature of the sleep ecosystem will be launched, and the first one would be like the beta app with the sleep to earn mechanism.
Definitely, definitely, and trust me, I perfectly understand the fact that we have to be patient, and it takes time to develop and to announce things. If any project would announce all of its features at the beginning, then yeah, it kind of leaves the investor asking himself, so what's next, so that, yeah, I do respect that, and even on the marketing side, we will accept as much details as you can share. So when it comes to utilities and features, basically I understood. You have the tracker, then you have your sleep wallet, which, correct me if I'm wrong again, that's going to be ready. It actually is ready, and then your second major step would be the sleepverse itself, with the metaverse and the NFT mintings and so on and so forth. Is that correct so far?
That's super correct. And just keep in mind that even if we have like 2 steps, everything will be like launched in the around the month after launch. Like we'll start like some days after launch to launch our app on the App Store and on the Android, and then like 10 to 2 weeks later, like we'll open the alpha version of our sleepers. This is what I was talking about. Like everything we say is ready and it's ready to launch. This is what I want to say to your community, because it's important for you like to understand that there's some, like like you always like, especially on the BSC, like you'll find some projects like, I don't want to say like some bad words, but that are not like long term based and don't want like, they just want quick money. So like everything we have done, like from the tokenomics, from the vesting, from the development of the platform, of the app, of everything has been done to get like the token as much as sustainable as possible.
It makes sense for sure. Before I ask some of the questions, because I have some questions on your in regards to your NFTs, and then the marketplace and the sleepers itself, because I saw some interesting features that you guys are going to bring over on the alpha version. Yeah, people also, as a comment, people need to understand, although it's 2 steps, just developing the NFTs themselves could take maybe up to 2 or 3 months, depending on what the team and what the vision is. Now, yeah, let's discuss a bit. Either I'm missing it from the website, or I think I skipped it. I'll go back to it. Can you give us a bit more about your tokenomics? As in, what's the total supply, and how are you guys gonna divide it? Because you guys are planning to do several rewards, and that's an interesting factor on the tokenomics itself. If you guys, and I'm not saying that you're not, but in the end, if a project that is a rewarding project doesn't have the tokenomics split accordingly, it could face some issues. So how did you guys approach this one, and basically how did you split your supply?
Yeah, that's a great question, and I completely agree with you. I've always said that making tokenomics is a job, is a full-time job. It's not something you should take easily and just do randomly, and that's definitely what we've done. we've approached our tokenomics in the most serious way because we're here to last, and only that is going to allow us to be sustainable and to be here for the long term. So basically, for the supply distribution, we've had a seed round, which takes around 10% of the supply. Then the private round, which is coming on Friday, is going to take 17% of the supply. And then we'll have the public phase of a pre-sale that's going to be this week as well. That's going to take around 7%. Then we have around 50% that are divided between staking and sleep to earn. So these are the tokens that are going to be basically there for rewards and for making the community rewarded for their involvement in our protocol. And then the remaining percentages are the team tokens that are vested for 1 year. So the team is not going to have any tokens for the first year. The advisors and partners, and then the company tokens that are going to be used for centralized exchanges and other partnership purposes. I hope I answered your question, Alex. Tell me if I missed anything.
Yeah.
No.
So I guess like you missed only one thing is that like you've talked about all the supply that is granted for the seed sale and everything, but what you need to take into account is like the seed sale and the private sale have a vesting of 25%. So at launch they only have 25% of the tokens they purchased, and they have like 10% each month. Like they have a 10%, like uh, 10% of their bulk token will be like distributed like each month, during like around 8 months. So we decided to do that, even if like in the BSC it's not like not everyone do that. It's just to avoid like any kind of cheating, and trying to get the token as sustainable as possible. Because like when you do a pre-sale and you send them like 100% of the tokens, you can be sure that like the token like won't last like really long, because like the selling pressure would be like way too high. So we try to get as as less token as possible like distributed at launch, so that like everyone could find like um, their side in the tokenomics. So 25% at launch and 10% each month until until all the purchased tokens are distributed.
Okay, that's fair. So pretty much, and yeah, I think I hit a keyword there. You guys are trying to bring fairness over to your community, to your potential investors, and to your, let's say, early adopters. You don't want to give it all out there. I think it's fair. Personally, I'm a fan of projects that use some sort of vesting. I'm not saying it's a mandatory feature, but in the end, yes, sometimes I think it's the best. Um, Especially with with these market conditions and crashes. But not to digress from the topic. I think we are now going to reach probably the most I don't know, uncomfortable question. And again, I understand that you guys can share maybe only at until a certain point, but still, what type of marketing will you guys apply? Uh, Surely, I'll make a quick comment in regards to your project. Pretty much the name and the concept itself is going to market in a way, in a unique way, because there's nothing out there, at least not how much I mean, I haven't seen any working utilities such as you guys, not that I'm aware of. And yeah, what are you guys, what are your plans to market this, um, even right now, since we're kind of in a tough spot with the market and the conditions, and so much instability and volatility.
Yeah, so basically, that's a great question and a very important one. I don't think it's uncomfortable at all for us. I'll try to do my best to answer it. So for marketing plans, we've always put a big emphasis on doing things in a scientific way, and also doing things with partnerships and having multiple people share the same incentives as us. Basically, we have one of our partners, which is SolarCrypt, marketing agency that is very serious and has been doing great work, um, planifying for us all the influencer marketing, all the internet ads, crypto internet ads, all the social media, communitarian marketing. And then on the other hand, we're also partnering with KOLs, key opinion leaders, that I think is very important for us to get some expertise and also get some exposure to investors that are experienced in the space. At the same time, we're present pretty much on every social media. Which if you go to Discord, you find us, Twitter as well, YouTube. Um, we'll try to get as much exposure as possible on every single one of these, not only on Telegram. And then we have a couple surprises that are going to come on the marketing side that I think the community is going to love. But yeah, as you said, the name itself is already a self-marketing asset in a way. We'll try to do our best to get the word out there and to make our project worth what it deserves to be, I think.
For sure, for sure. I think just by looking at the name, and this is more of a comment and my personal insight on a token and on what makes a difference. Surely you guys are gonna do your best to ideally, trend wherever you can trend. Um, have banners wherever you are, because you don't have a niche. You are targeting pretty much everybody. So wherever you can, you're gonna add the banners. You're gonna try and market yourself and raise the awareness. Definitely, the project is gonna market by itself. Your strategies along with it. But I think on the long term, and again, this is just me. The connection between the sleepverse and the real world, that's your home run. I think that's basically gonna skyrocket you guys. And as I've said, I understand what it happens with sleep issues. Unfortunately, I had them. They're nothing to be played with. So yeah, that's just my opinion. I think that's what's gonna make a big difference, because definitely once you guys are out there, once you guys are pretty much show your utility in your app and your features, several other tokens are gonna apply to do what you guys do. But then your marketing will hit with the special strategies. We're not going to touch that. It's NDA. We need to be patient for sure. But once you hit the sleepers, I think that's what's going to cement your spot within the space. Again, this is just my opinion, of course.
Yeah, definitely appreciate your opinion. I think you're right in a lot of ways. Sleepverse is definitely one of the revolutionizing products we're building, although it's not the only one. And we're really looking forward to have everyone try it and to have it available for the community.
Definitely, definitely. You bring a lot of as I keep saying from the beginning, that you bring a lot of variables. You combine them and bring them over to the space with a kind of revolutionary project. It hasn't been done, not that I'm aware of. You guys mentioned already that your utility is already there. It's prepared for launch. Now, let me ask you one thing, and I think pretty much everybody would like to kind of understand. So right now, I'm assuming I have the tracker on my phone. I'm not actually sleeping. I'm awake. Can I, in a way, let's say, bypass the tracker and make it think that I'm asleep while I'm not, and then increasing my rewards? Is there any way you guys are going to be able to control that, or not really? And then it kind of, I mean, kind of opens me to the question: um, how will you stop people from doing that? If there's a way or not, I don't know.
No, definitely. We have been thinking about that for months and trying to come up with solutions to the exact thing you've raised right now. We definitely have a lot of measures to prevent people from cheating our system. The first one being manual verification, second one being having a protocol that automatically detects any fraudulent activity, and the third one is you can't really fake sleeping, because when you're sleeping, that's the state where that's the hardest thing to fake, because that's where you're basically not doing anything else. So unless that happens to you, then it's very hard to cheat the protocol. And third one is through the tokenomics calculations, we set caps of maximum earnings so that no one can, let's say, make us think they sleep 24 hours a day or something.
Yeah, like basically, as you know, like we capped it like at 12 hours because like I don't know anyone that sleeps more than 12 hours a day. So that's the main thing. So like you can't like say you slept like 498 hours a day because there's 24 hours in a day. So like it's pretty hard to cheat in our protocol, and we've like managed to add that into our code.
Definitely, definitely. But I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's the case, maybe not. Um, in the end, I think you can still somehow. So what I'm trying to understand is how will the tracker know? How will it connect to me, as in, I'm sleeping or not? Surely I cannot sleep 24 hours, that's for sure. But what if I wanna play with it for 2 hours? So I'm not sleeping, but I'm just gonna try and do I activate the tracker myself? Does it activate by itself? How will that work? Basically, that's what I'm trying to understand right now.
Yeah, like basically, like we really want to answer this question, but there's a lot of fakers out there that trying to fake us. And if we give like just our like the main point of what we've been trying to find like in the last like 6 months, like we're just gonna give them like the opportunity like to fake us even more. So like we just can't like provide that until like the app is launched and we have like the patent for it. Like I'm really sorry not to be able to answer this to your community, but you need to answer us. Like it's a security like matter for us. Like if we just give like the way we coded our sensor sleep tracker, is just gonna like help everyone that's trying to fake us. Like you know, like
It makes sense. It makes sense. I mean, in a way, not to be too harsh on myself, but even if you were to tell me right now how you coded, I wouldn't understand. What I wanted to know is if you guys took that into account, and I was sure you did, and if you have a way to prevent it, or eventually you will have a way, because I mean, yeah, people cracked NASA website, so I think in the end everything is kind of hackable. So yeah, in the end, it is what it is. We have to fight it. But I just wanted to know if you guys thought about it and implemented a way, any way to try and fight the people that, and I'm sure they will try to do it, because it's in our nature to try and fake things, unfortunately.
yeah, sure. I understand that, but what you need to take into account is that like only stakers will have the right to get like rewards from the app. So like we won't have like 1 million stakers. So like you can't fake like the blockchain. If we like like before getting the rewards, like it will be checked that like you staked your tokens. So like the code is doing has been made like this. So like you need to sleep and you need to stake your tokens, and then like at the beginning it will be like manually like checked, like that everyone like normally like it's automatic. It's just that we don't want like at the beginning having some issues with the tokenomics and stuff. So that like first like you can sleep more than 8 12 hours. Secondly, you need to stake your tokens. So first like it will be verified that you stake your tokens and that you have slept the hours like that's given on the data coming from the app.
Wonderful. Okay, that actually makes it even better. Now, in regards to the staking, and I'm sorry if I missed it when you actually, if you shared it and I missed it, I'm sorry. How did you guys figure out the staking? Will it be in any sort of pools? Like, I don't know, staking in
Yeah,
tiers, maybe?
sorry. Basically, you can check it out like on our DApp. So on our DApp, like the beta version that we launched to just showcase it like to the community, you can see that there's a staking pool with a lockup period, like between 30 days and 60 days. And the more time you lock your tokens, the more first APY you get, and then it's compounded like to the first the BUSD reward that are in the token contract, and to the sleep reward that you get from using the app.
Got it. Got it. Okay, perfect. That sounds good. And and again, correct me if I'm wrong. This is going to be locked staking.
Yeah, basically yes. Like the minimum you can stay, like the minimum time you can lock your token is 30 days, and the maximum is 60 days. So basically, we came up like with the lockup thing just to like decrease even more like the circulating supply, and you know that by decreasing the circulating supply, you just get a higher buying pressure and a way smaller selling pressure, because you know that people are gonna get reward from sleeping. And we needed like to find like we tried to find like every solution, first to incentivize people to keep their tokens, and secondly um like basically like all the incentives like to stake to keep their tokens are like the BUSD rewards, every reward we can make, and also come up with hard mechanisms that don't allow people that use the app like to just like sell their tokens right away.
It makes sense. And one more question. Sorry, I keep pushing on the staking. I'm just trying to have my facts straight. I lock my tokens for 30 days. That's the minimum. Is it simply lock and automatically unlocked after 30 days, or I will maybe eventually be able to unlock them and open myself to some sort of deduction percentage penalty, or that's not possible. So once you lock it, it's good for 30 days, no other option.
Yeah, like there's no other option like to unlock your tokens first, and secondly like when the lockup period is finished, you need either to lock them again like for 30 days, or either like you stop using the app, like that's it. So like it's pretty hard as a mechanism, but it's one of the best ways like we found to get the token as sustainable as possible and getting the floor price higher and higher. And by getting the floor price higher and higher, like people like will like discourage people like to cheat and sell their tokens.
And also for the functioning of the app, it wouldn't be possible to have people be able to unlock their tokens because the app only works for stakers, and we need to get some visibility and some solidity in the protocol so that people can cheat it and so that people can't bypass the security measures we've set up.
Definitely, definitely. Awesome. So far so good. I can honestly say that I definitely love what I'm seeing. In case you guys are not bored, I have a lot more questions, but is it okay if we take a couple from the community as well? I saw a couple of them.
Of course, let's do it.
Awesome. First of all, and this is something that I wanted to ask from the beginning, but I think I kind of digressed and forgot about it. You guys, both of you are co-founders, if I understand and remember correctly. How many members are within the sleep team, per se?
Yeah, so the Sleep Team is actually a company that um, has over 20 collaborators and employees. For the core team, there is four of us actually, but we are also working with a lot of external partners and a lot of people outside the company.
Yeah, like basically we try to take the best in each side, like from the design, from the UI design to the website design to the UI development to the smart contracts development and hookup. Like everyone has a clear role in the company. And I wanted to add like something is that like we are not like just this simple token that launch and has no like legal aspects in it. Like we have a company that is based like in France, and this company like is the company like ruling like every aspect of the sleep ecosystem. So we tried like to make the community as comfortable as possible by creating a legal vision in it and legal aspect. So yeah, we just wanted to add this feature, just that you guys um, know more about like who we are and what we're trying to do, because like we're really here for the long term. We don't care about like if the token goes like 200 million or 200 million right now. Like we're trying to get here for the long term, and I guess it's the only way to get a token like really successful.
Yeah, I think you are correct when stating that for sure. It's one of the ways to make your project successful. Um, since we figured out that you guys are pretty much small core team, is this your first project ever run in this formula, or have you done other projects as well?
Like when you talk about the core team, like we just talk about like the base partners. Like we have like when we say that we have partner, like we have external partners, we have external partners, but we also have like the core team. Like when you say core team, maybe you refer like to people that are working 24/7 on the project. Like we're more than 12, with more than also like 15 like freelancers and people that help us in an external way. Like we're not like only four in the team. Like we're more than 12 of us that are part and employees of the company. So yeah, wanted to mention that, and I'm gonna let like Brent finish like the question.
Yeah. So for the people that are 100% focused on the project, there is a lot of people with a lot of background. Some people have experience with past projects. Some people don't. So we also introducing cryptocurrency to a lot of our partners in the company, people who have great expertise in marketing, design, or all that, but haven't done anything in cryptocurrency, had the chance to do so with Sleep Ecosystem. And yeah, it really depends on everyone's background. I think this is really important, and I think this versatility is bringing real value to the team.
Yeah, like by bringing like the best in each sector. Like for example, just for the metaverse, like we didn't want to take someone that is specialized in like the metaverse. Like we wanted to get like the best of the best, so we hired architects like to help us like design and get real like all the features we wanted in our in the sleepverse, for example, like the buildings, the university, like everything will look like as the real world. So like we tried like to get like the best on each sector, like that someone that is specialized, for example, in design is not like always specialized in cryptocurrency. So that if we really tried to get the best like from of each sector that is important for the sleep ecosystem.
Okay, definitely. Thank you for that. Wow. Okay, so I see some questions. Okay, I hope I get this question. I hope I get this question right from Bearded Heretic. And basically, he said he wants to know what's being done with the sleep biometric data that's being traded for us earning. He assumed it's a transaction based upon data for earning tokens, but he wants to know what's being done with the data in return for us to earn. Does
Yeah,
that make
so
sense,
basically,
guys?
oh sorry. Yeah, that makes completely sense. I understand like privacy is pretty important, like especially in blockchain. So before like using the app, like you'll see that the privacy settings and everything, like the terms and condition, like we can't sell any of your information to anyone, and every information that is like the uploaded into our app like will be deleted after 1 month of using the app. so you don't have to worry about anyone like selling your data or anything like this. Like the app will be like completely, we try to get it as private as possible, as intimate as possible, because we know that in the current days, like some apps are trying, to sell the data, like for like maybe it's part of their business model, but it's not part of ours. Like our business model is made like is around cryptocurrency, and by doing this, like it wouldn't be like fair for everyone, like to just get their data and sell it or store it anywhere. Like, so it's gonna be deleted after 1 month of using the app, like 100%, and you'll see this on the terms and condition of the app.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, the reason why I've asked if it makes sense because yeah, I'm not a technical guy, so I wasn't sure if I even read the question correctly. But thanks for the answer and thanks for the question, Bearded Heretic. Um, yeah, Peters. Yeah, we answered your question. That's done as well. Oh, Titan. Okay, Titan wants to know. Um, he's not really sure he understands exactly how can he make money by sleeping. So how will that be tracked in detail? That's his question.
So basically, as I said earlier, there's four steps. You buy the token, you stake it, you earn APY from staking your token, and it's compounded to the, like, if you sleep, like the more you sleep, the more APY you're gonna get. You got it? Like from the staking. So like you go, you sleep, you like your sleep is tracked and it's uploaded like to is uploaded to our our platform, and then like we verify if you staked your token, and you get rewards from like the number of hours you slept. So the more tokens you have, the more rewards you're gonna get by sleeping. Let's say, for example, you sleep like 4 hours and you got like 100 tokens. And if you sleep like, for example, 12 hours and you have 10 tokens, you earn more by sleeping 4 hours and getting 100 tokens than sleeping 12 hours and getting 10 tokens, obviously.
Perfect, perfect. And now to digress into, um, is there a I would assume we kind of figured it, but since it's a question, a maximum amount that we can that one can sleep per the tracker?
Yeah. So basically, as I said earlier, like every time, sorry, I'm gonna let you answer this question. It's a bit.
Oh no, it's okay. Yeah, just to answer the question, yeah, there is a maximum that you can earn while sleeping, just to make it fair for everyone and to make it sustainable for on the tokenomics side.
Perfect. Awesome. Okay, I think we covered the how can we actually, I mean, reiterated because we kind of discussed this, but thanks for the question. Um, thanks everybody for the questions. Um, okay, critical mindset wanted to two questions actually wanted to know. First one, what are the security modules deployed by the team to safeguard the funds of the investors in their P2E metaverse and NFT marketplace? This is kind of in the future, but still.
Okay, you're talking about like how people will like keep having their funds. So basically, like if you talk about the staking, like staking is just like in the blockchain, and it's secured by a smart contract that is audited at the moment by CertiK. So I guess you all know about it. If you're talking about like how people will not lose their funds on the metaverse, like the metaverse will be powered like by sleep, right? And everything that is going to be uploaded on the metaverse will be vetted by the team, so that like anyone, like no one can get fraudulent actions by uploading something into their lens. Um, Coming to the token, so first the token like as well is audited by CertiK, so there's no security issue on that. And coming to the metaverse, like everything will be vetted by the team. Like you can just come do a land and upload anything you want in it. Like everything, like if you do a marketplace in your land or something, you need, yeah, like it will need like to be vetted by the team if it's created by you. But like if you use like, because at the start of our alpha version, like we'll sell the different modules, like the different For example, marketplace, like any assets on the metaverse will be sold by the team and given away also to the community. So you won't have problem with this. But when we come to the beta version, in which like everyone will be able to like create their own like uh, modules into their lands, like create them and uploading them or setting them into the marketplace. Like this will need to be vetted by the team. So you need to apply and send like what you've done, and then like if the team like verifies it, then it's gonna be you're gonna be able to upload it into our Euroland. But if not, you'll not be able because like every rabbit, like each rabbit is a digital identity, and every rabbit like will be able on the beta version like to upload anything they want into their land. But as I said, like the beta version will be like around like September, October, like of this year. But like the alpha version, in which like the team will provide like an alpha version of our metaverse, like on this side, everything will be like completely secure.
For sure, unexpected. Although the metaverse, the sleepverse actually is still quite some time away. I mean, we still have a long way until then. It's yeah, it's kind of good to know that you guys are adding an extra layer of security for your investors, adopters, community basically.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah, go ahead, please.
Sorry to interrupt you, Alex. So you say it's long ahead. I was talking about the beta version, but the alpha version will be available in around like right after we launch the app, after like 1 or 2 weeks, just the time to market it. It's gonna be launched because it's already ready, and people will be able to enter the alpha version and interact with each other, go into the university, go into the broadcast stadium, go into the like all the features that we managed to get on the white paper. We are talking about the alpha version, not the beta version. So the alpha version will be ready like around like 3 to 4 weeks after launch, just the time to do the NFTs mint, like for the lands and for the sleepy rabbits, which are like almost done, like for the sleepy rabbits, and for the lands, like the NFTs are ready. So I can't wait like for everyone to check out the alpha version, because it's been one of the feats that we tried to develop as much as possible with the team.
I cannot wait for that myself. To be fairly honest, as I've said, I think that the concept, the idea, and the variables that you guys bring together, they're gonna market for themselves. Plus the sleepers, yeah, I've mentioned this, and I think you guys are on the proper path. I can see that this is an educated project. Surely, in the end, each and every one of us is kind of reliant on the market conditions. So that's basically what we need to hope for. Uh, Better market conditions for sure. Um, okay, I have two more questions. I think. One, critical mindset. His first question actually, and I'll try to make this sound even easier. Um, what are the contingency plans that the team have in store to tackle the adversities that can threaten the stability of the project? Basically, what I think he means, and this is what I wanted to know as well, from one stage of development to the other, because as we mentioned, it takes time for you guys to implement and develop your features. Even if it's 1 week, even if it's 1 month, it's still time. Um, how will you guys, let's say, combat the let's say potential decrease within your charts, should it happen? Of course, we never know, but still, what are some actions that you guys have in mind, if you can disclose, of course.
Yes, of course. So I think the most important thing is building a strong community that's not only there for quick bucks or for short-term pumps, but someone who's there for the utility, someone for people that are there for the vision of the project. And as long as we build a strong community sense, that people are satisfied with what we're delivering, I think that waiting a week or a month is not an issue for most serious holders. And for other ones, honestly, these are not people we are trying to target either ways. So yeah, most important thing is having the right investors engaged with our community and keeping them happy. That's what we're gonna aim to do and what we're definitely gonna do in the future, I hope.
I'd like to add that, like, in our schedule, as we said, like, we have like a really busy schedule with a lot of announcements, like with the DAP that's dropping like 24 hours after the launch. And as you've seen, like, you can check it out as well on our website because the beta app is available for you to see. And then, like, as we've said, like, the app is ready to launch, and as soon as the app, like the sleep app, is ready to launch, I guess that honestly, I think it's gonna go viral because we have a working product that imagine just being able like to earn rewards just from sleeping. Like, it's, I guess, like that when we're gonna launch the app, like it's gonna be like we have like uh, uh, um, an increase in user on a daily basis, and this is what's gonna take us like to the next level.
Did the did I lose you, or that was the end of the sentence?
Yeah, I think Murad's microphone is off. Yeah, I'll just continue saying that um, basically, yeah, we have a lot of things coming up. We have a lot of exciting news, and we can't wait to have you guys try everything we've worked for months now.
Makes sense for sure. I definitely respect that. Yeah, the of being a first of its kind from again, and this is just from my perspective. Yeah, you guys will have to tackle a lot of variables into it. Um, but yeah, I think you have what it takes, or so I hope. And I'm not talking about the team itself here. Again, relying on variables that you cannot directly control. In the end, I just wanted to make a comment on what you said before we. I saw one more question before we go into that. What I think it's interesting is that you guys know what you've built pretty much. You know what impact it could have, and you know the impact that you hope to have on the market, and the idea to rely on your community as a foundation, as a, let's say, a floor price, and knowing that eventually when your utility keeps rolling in one after the other, that's actually going to be a success. That's a very interesting concept. And yeah, I mean, community is pretty much the pillar of any project, along with the other factors. But you start from the ground building a community, so that's definitely to appreciate from my perspective. And congrats for your healthy thinking, if I may put it like this.
Appreciate that, Alex. That was wait, was that the last question or?
One more question. I think I saw one from Critical Mindset. Um,
Of course.
we
What would you like
we
to?
yeah, we
Go ahead.
kind of know I think we know the answer to this, but still, to respect the community, we were actually talking about community. Is there a possibility for a investor to stake their tokens for longer than 60 days? Example given was 3 years, but let's narrow it down to 1 year, and then eventually come back to see the token. Well, they said intact, basically still there.
Yeah, so if someone stakes for more than 2 months, their tokens are still going to be intact, but they're not going to generate any rewards because they're going to be unlocked. So the main incentive is to get people to lock their tokens again. That's why we want people to come back and lock them up a second time, and then a third time, and then and so on until the full year is over. um, that's the only way they can do it. But if they leave their tokens in the staked contract for 1 year, yes, nothing's gonna happen to it.
Definitely, definitely. It only makes sense. As I've said, we pretty much knew the answer to the question, but still, before we wrap up, because I think from my perspective, you guys correct me if I'm wrong. I think we kind of touched all of the kind of all of the key points that I had on my to do list. We spoke about pretty much everything from my perspective. Let me ask you this before we each make our ending statements. Is there anything in regards to the token that I may have missed and we didn't cover, and you want to present towards the community?
From my side, I think we're good. It was a great AMA, great having your community here. Um, and yeah, we'll be looking forward to come back and present to you any updates we have in the future.
Awesome. Awesome. I'm happy to kind of hear that we pretty much covered everything as expected. Um, I'll give you guys the floor for one ending statement before I say this towards the community, and I think I speak for themselves when I say thanks first of all to both of you and to the rest of the sleep team for taking the time to come here to discuss openly with Phoenix, to present your product, your ideas, your vision, to to kind of show us your emotions and what you gone through, what you went through with all this development. It was definitely a unique experience from my perspective to learn on such a project. So thank you for that, and I speak for the community. We definitely look forward to hearing from you guys again. uh, Personally, I like how you guys built the project, how you spread the information. It's not very technical, it's kind of easy to understand until a certain point. Surely, if we go into more details on how this is built, it could get technical, but that's not the point. Because as I've said, you guys are targeting the vast majority of the people there, not just crypto adopters and investors. Pretty much the other half um, of the glass, let's say, the people that don't invest yet in crypto. So you're not, you're not on a specific niche. You're targeting pretty much everybody, which makes it even better for you guys. A lot of room to expand. So yeah, I think it's well thought. I think it's an outside of the box approach from the team. So definitely, yeah, congratulations for that. And yeah, that'll be all from my side. I'll give you guys the floor if you want to make an ending statement before we wrap up what I think it was a successful AMA.
Thank you so much. Yeah, definitely was very happy to be hosted by you guys. Thank you so much, Alex. That was awesome. Just want to tell the community, please do your own research when investing. Check out every aspect of the projects. Don't jump into things because of hype or whatever. Um, Check what's going to be sustainable, what's going to be good, what professionals are involved behind everything. That's the most important thing, and that's, I think, the areas in which we beat everyone pretty much. So uh, please check out the white paper, the website. If you have any more questions, you can come to our Telegram group chat. I'll be more than happy to answer. And if me, anyone in the team is going to assist you.
Awesome, awesome. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Brent. Thanks a lot, Murad, as well. I'm not sure if he's still with us here. But if not, you can pass this info along. Thanks to the team as well. It was a wonderful AMA. It was a pleasure to host you guys. Looking forward to the project. We wish you best of luck with your development, with your utilities, and yeah, hope to see you guys out there. It was a pleasure. Yeah, what else can I say? That it's very well thought. That's my perspective.
Thank you, Alex. See you again.
Thanks a lot. Good night, everybody. Bye for now.